as a bit of background, in the 1970s, we used to elect our judges, and we figured out that was a really bad idea. We didn't want the attorneys and the law firms that were appearing before the court to be paying for their, making campaign donations. So we switched to an appointed system, and it's not perfect, but it's worked out really, really well. There are some states like Texas that still elect their judges. Well, I believe because judges have the power to put someone into jail, and the Attorney General has the power to criminally prosecute someone, that there are similarities between those. And for the same reasons why we stopped electing our judges, we ought to consider stop electing our Attorney General. Because unlike the governor and unlike the legislature, this person has the power to deprive someone of their liberty, to put them in jail, put them under indictment, or to say no. Kind of like a judge says you're guilty or you're innocent. And what we've seen, at least alleged over the past several years, when someone starts using that power to raise money, almost $2 million in the last campaign cycle, that's when we really get into dangerous water. The reason why they would only be able to serve one 6-year term is after the governor makes that appointment, I want that person, the appointed AG, to be able to operate free from the governor and not be kind of jockeying for reappointment. So give them 6 years, their state retirement would vest. They have long enough to kind of institute a vision, kind of like a university president, and yet not be beholden to the governor. I built in 2 other protections that way. The governor couldn't fire the appointed AG unless the House and the Senate agreed through a majority vote. And the governor can't pick whoever they want. They have to come through a bipartisan screening panel like a judge does today, and he'd pick from one of 5 names.
So I'm guessing that those protections are in place because of the criticism that this would give the governor too much power.
We don't want to switch the problem from the AG's office to the governor's office. I want to solve the problem. And I think that with that 1, 2, 3 approach that we've done that.
What's the response to it?
People love it or hate it. So the biggest response I get is, the people should have a voice, and we don't want to take this away from the people. But ultimately, if I'm successful getting this through the legislature, all that means is it'll go on the ballot next November, and we'll let the people decide. But the fact of the matter is I think with what we've seen unfold, the scandal over the past year, people are seeing the bad side of it. Plus, we now have an appointed AG right now in Sean Reyes, and he's doing great. And so I think now is a good time to take this to the people.